Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. Today I want to get a quick look at the Pokemon Select Suicune and Tyranitar. These are currently hitting Target, so if you are looking to find these, you can go hit up your local Target as they are Target exclusives. But yeah, I thought this line had died out, but I saw that they announced these four, which was Tyranitar, Suicune, and Mewtwo. And then there was another one that they announced. I can't remember who it was, but yeah. Very excited that this line is not dead, that it's still going strong. And these two figures look amazing, man. Some interesting things I want to look at in these two. But yeah, man, I know I haven't done a review in a while, so this is why I wanted to do a review on these two, just to get some content out there for you guys. Been very busy as a father of two with kids in school. It's just been a busy last few months, and having a full-time job, and I have other hobbies that are eating up my time. So I just wanted to get back to the basics and release a video for y'all and talk some toys, man. I miss talking about toys with you guys. So yeah, let's get a quick look at Suicune, and then we'll get a quick look at Tyranitar. So getting a quick look at the packaging, it's your typical Pokemon Select packaging. You get the big window that shows the product here in the center. You get the name of the character down here, a very nice image of the character right there. Pokemon Select. You get Pokemon up here with Pikachu. Trainer Team Series, which I still don't know the difference between Trainer Team Series and just regular releases. Not all of the releases have this Trainer Team Series sticker, so still curious about that. On the side, you get another window and a whole bunch of little Pokeballs. You get Pikachu up there again with Pokemon logo again, just so you don't forget that this is a Pokemon figure. You get the Pokemon Select logo right there, and then the wave. And Charizard is always featured in this little lineup right here. This is Series 5. I do have every single figure in this line. So yeah, I wonder why they always add Charizard in there. I'm not too sure about that. Jazwares right here, the logo for the company that makes these figures. You get a whole bunch of bullshit down right there. You get the barcode right there, so if you want to pause that and take a screenshot, you can do so. On the side, you get another picture of Suicune right there. On top, not much, but you do get the only at Target sticker right there. On the bottom, not much. Enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. And here we have Suicune and all the accessories that this figure does come with. You get the typical Pokemon Select stand, except the arm. It's not as long. It does have a swivel at the base where it plugs in, and then you get a ratcheted joint right there. So does pop off as well. Yeah, not bad. Typical Pokemon Select stand that we've seen with all the other releases. And then you get this weird plastic thing that I'm not too sure what it's for. When it came out, the packaging, it was on the back, and the little tail whipping things were on top of it. And my guess of what this thing is to hold up these little wire things, or these little tail whipping things, so they don't warp over time, because I'm guessing they will droop over time and warp and possibly break, as these things do feel kind of fragile. So yeah, I think this would be good to have it on your figure when you have it displayed for long periods of time, just so these things don't warp and break. But getting a look at the figure itself, it's not a bad figure, man. I like it quite a bit, a lot better than I expected initially. Just getting a quick look at the deco. You get some white paint on the underside of the figure, on the belly and the chin and the face. That's applied very well. You get the pupils painted red right there. They do look nice. This little crown piece up here looks good. Little weird imperfection right there, but not too bad. And then you get the big purple hair. And then you get the diamonds actually sculpted onto the body and then decoed over. Some of them don't line up as well as the others, like this one right here is a little off-centered. Yeah, but the other ones look to be in pretty good placements. You get a little scuffing right there, but nothing too serious. And yeah, these things right here, man, I'm guessing this is its tail. I haven't seen Suicune in the anime in a very long time. But yeah, this right here is does not feel very pliable. So if you like bend it too much, it's gonna snap on you. So do be careful with that when posing it around or displaying it. And if you have it on top of your detox like I'm gonna have it, if it falls, that thing's gonna break for sure. But yeah, man, solid figure overall. Let's get a quick look at the articulation. It does have a ball joint right here at the top of the head, but it does not look up whatsoever because of this big piece of plastic right here that it is the hair. You do get some breathing holes in there, but there's no bendy wire or anything. And it is a soft piece of plastic underneath there, so you give some squishiness in there. But yeah, no bendy wire, so I'm not sure what those air holes are for. So it does look down with the lower neck joint. You can look down that much. Again, not much up. You get some rotation, some really stiff rotation, but you get some rotation right there. And then some from the head as well. No real pivoting. Its jaw does have articulation, which I was surprised to see. So it does open right there. The legs are on ball joints, so it can move this much forward, that much back. It can go a little bit out to the side, not much. It does have a mid knee, or I'm not sure what this is. It's, yeah, mid knee, I guess. It can bend this much forward, which is quite good. Not much back, no swivel in there, and it does have foot hinges that hinge a good amount back and a good amount forward. It does have a mid diaphragm cut right there that twists and moves up and down. The bag legs are similar. They move this much forward, that much back, mid knee hinge right there. Not much forward, but a lot further back. And then he does have those feet articulation as well. So not a bad figure overall, man. For $19.99, I believe. Or no, this one was $21.99. It's not a bad figure. Yeah, I like it quite a bit. But now let's get a quick look at Tyranitar. And here's Tyranitar and all the accessories that he does come with. He does come with the Pokemon Select stand, and that's it. This is the typical stand that we've come to know. You get the peg right there. You get the peg hole somewhere in the back. Where is it? Oh, right there. Which is so weird, man. I hate that they just put them in weird, odd places. But hey, it works. So if you want Tyranitar flying in the air for some reason, like he just got attacked or something, you can do that. So yeah, these are dope for flying characters. But getting a look at Tyranitar, man, he is a lot more interesting than I thought he was going to be. He is just a big chunky boy, so I didn't think he was going to get too much articulation. Getting a quick look at the paint apps, the eyes look nice. They're deckled on there very well. No sloppiness or anything. The inside of his mouth, which, you know, spoilers for articulation, is painted nicely pink, so that is nice. On top, it's done in a red. So yeah, just nice little attention to detail. They could have left that inside of the mouth green and not have to paint it red, but they did a good job. The teeth are painted nice, and then you get the black deco on these little triangles right here. The belly's painted nice and blue, nice matte finish. On the back, not much going on. You get some of that blue right there and those shapes in black. So yeah, the spikes are nice and soft, but still a little pokey. They're pliable, but they got some stiffness to them. So yeah, but overall, pretty dope figure, man. You know, I thought that the articulation was going to be as good as it is. There's some limitations and some weird things that they could have done better, but still it's pretty solid. The articulation on this thing's pretty solid. Let's get a quick look at that. So the thing that threw me off right away was the head. I thought it was just going to be on like a rotating ball, but it can look up and down fairly well. I mean, look, that thing slides into the body, and then it can look up as well. So you get some head movement out of that. So that's really dope. And then you do not get any rotation, which I thought it was going to have. I thought it was going to have a swivel, but instead we get the up and down, but no rotation, which is really odd. I mean, you can kind of force that, but I feel like I'm going to break it. But yeah, so you get up and down, but no side to side, which would have made more sense in my opinion. I don't know, maybe if he's looking at a smaller Pokemon, I guess it makes sense. He does have a articulated jaw, so you get his mouth wide open. He's like, ah, and then you can close it. And then his arms are on ball joints, so you can rotate up and down. Not really in and out, as you can see, it just kind of wiggles. And then his arms do have hinges right here, but I don't know if they just don't get any range of motion, or if mine are just really stiff, because it doesn't really do anything. You can kind of, I guess there we go. I moved it a little bit. Yeah, I think mine are just stiff. I'm gonna have to throw this bad boy in a pot of boiling water. As you can see, you get some movement, so you can straighten it out or you can bend it in. So yeah, it does articulate. It's just really stiff. Oh, oh shit, what the hell is going on here? I think I just popped that out. I thought that was an extra point of articulation right there, but no, I just popped his arm out. But yeah, I wonder if his head's just stiff. Nah, I feel like I'm gonna break that, man. Yeah, I wish there was some rotating side to side on that head, but unfortunately there's not. His legs are on these ball joints that kind of like shift in and out. So that's pretty dope. That's one of the things that threw me off, that it kind of shifts in and out, rotates back and forward. So that's some good range of motion there, as well as there. You get another ball hinge system right there that goes back and forth. So you get a good range of motion on the legs, man. That's probably the best articulation you're gonna get. It's out of the legs, so you can like look like he's running, like the little fat boy running. Wow. And, yeah, so some good articulation out of there. He does have toe hinges that don't really get the best of movement, so I don't know. It's nice that they're there, but yeah, they don't really function all that well. And then he does have a swivel at the foot, so yeah, no real anchor rocker in there. And then his tail, it's on a ball joint, but it does not rotate. It just kind of moves up and down. Same thing. Or this one, this hinge right here rotates side to side. No up and down. So this one is just up and down. This one does side to side, and then this one right here doesn't really move. You get some wiggling in there, but yeah, this one doesn't really articulate. So you only get motion out of these two joints right there. And then I thought he was gonna have a diaphragm joint right there, which would have made sense if, you know, they would have just done like this is a separate piece and then a ball joint right here in the center. He could have gone some side to side, but unfortunately they didn't have that there. So a bit odd, especially because, you know, just the way that the design of the character is, it would have been perfect to add a ball joint in there or a swivel. But yeah, we don't get that. But overall, still a solid figure. Now let's get a quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have Tyranitar and Suicune next to each other, and I wanted to do a comparison to couple different figure lines, but first I wanted to compare them to the line itself. So here they are next to Charizard and Typhlosion. Here they are with the legendary birds and some other Pokemon. Here they are next to Rayquaza and the other figures from this line, and I'm sorry that they're a bit dusty. They were on top of my DTOFs for months now and I haven't touched them. So now that I brought them down, it's probably a good time to dust these figures. Here they are next to the Nintendo 4-inch Mario line, Mario and Luigi. Here they are next to one of my favorite Marvel Legends of this year, the Mark I Iron Man, and my Kid Bash Ultimate Captain America. Here they are next to Sonic, Link, and this chick's name, I forgot her name. And last but not least, here we have them to some other little Pokemon. And there you have it, a very solid release by the Jazwares team. Every time they do a figure in this line, man, they absolutely kill it. There's some better than others, like the Greninja and the Samlet. I think that's how you pronounce his name. They're okay, but they're still pretty decent figures. But man, for 20 bucks and for what you're getting with these figures, I think it's such a great deal. They're very nicely sculpted and they're, you know, semi well articulated. Some better than others, just depending on the design of the Pokemon. But yeah, I don't think anybody else is doing it like Jazwares is doing it with these Pokemon figures, man. You got some SH Figure Art Pokemon, but they're, in my opinion, they're overpriced and you're not getting what you're paying for. That's just my opinion. But these figures right here, man, absolute bangers. Tyranitar is probably my favorite out of these two. Suicune's not bad. But yeah, man, again, solid figures. I know we're getting a few more figures after this series. In this series, it's Tyranitar, Suicune, and Mewtwo. And I cannot wait for that Mewtwo. That Mewtwo looks dope, man. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I think it comes out later next month. But if I was to guess, I think it'd probably be hitting stores at the end of this month. Early November is usually how it usually rolls out. But yeah, Mewtwo is definitely on my top figure wants of this year. And I know we got a few looks into what Series 6 is going to be, and I think it's the other two legendary Pokemon that go along, Suicune. I cannot remember their names right now, but those look dope as well. I think it's the fire version of Suicune, or its legendary side partner or whatever. I can't remember the name of the damn Pokemon. It's too many of them to remember. But my wish list, man, I really want to see the 3 starters fully evolved versions complete, because we got Charizard. All we need is Blastoise and Venusaur. I would love to see that trio completed, man. That would be dope to have the 3, in my main display, just at front and center. That'd be pretty dope. A couple other ones that I want to see as well. Let me see, who else? Ooh, a Snorlax would be dope. A Gengar would be dope. Man, there's just so many figures they need to do on this line, man. They got thousands and thousands of Pokemon they can choose from. So hopefully they knock out the big ones, like Snorlax, Gengar. Man, just so many, man. So many that I want to see done. But hopefully this line keeps going strong, man. It's been a slow rollout with these. I think this is year 2 of this line. So hopefully it picks up a little bit more of a faster pace, because it's been 2 years and we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 figures in the last 2 years. I want to say 2.5 years. So kind of a slow rollout for these figures. I wanted to see these Pokemon come out more frequently, man. But yeah, enough of me rambling on, man. I'm just going on and on. Like I said, I haven't talked toys in a while, so it's nice to be back and talk toys with y'all. Let me know down in the comments who you want to see done in the near future. Man, I know a lot of people are gonna throw some wild ones out there. Yeah, man, just happy to see this line continue, and I'm happy to be back talking toys with y'all. But I'll catch you on the next one, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay collecting. Remember what you're doing this for. You're collecting for happiness. There's too much negativity out there in the tour world right now. If you don't like a figure, man, then don't buy it. You don't have to go and bash people because of what they like and whatnot. That's kind of another reason why I kind of been staying low-key out of this toy community thing. Just too much negativity, man. Remember, man, we all have different likes and wants. So if you don't like the figure, man, you don't have to go underneath, an Instagram post or on a YouTube live stream when they're revealing figures and just spread negativity. We got plenty of that in the world. Remember, we're doing this to be happy, man. This is our escape as collectors, just to kind of get our mind away from reality. So when you come into, something that's supposed to be positive and you make it negative, then you don't got no escape to, just relax and have a good time. But yeah, man, again, enough of me rambling on. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.